Hey you guys, first I want to say thank you for purchasing the how to serge or cut up a one piece. You guys, I kind of already cut it before I did it because I wanted the thumbnail to look cute. So anyway, you guys, we're about to do it. I'm sure you already have your pattern cut out. So your pattern is already cut out. And what we do is we get another material, which I'm going to be using this material right here. So we will figure out where we want to cut the outfit at. So you will use a rotary cutter. That's what I prefer over scissors. I do have scissors, but I do not use scissors for chopping up anything. As you see, I kind of already cut it, like I told you. So because I wanted it to go this way. So I literally just went straight down like this and cut it. Why? Because I want this bottom piece to be sheer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. I'm going to scoot this forward. And you cut out. And I cut squares and rectangles. So the square and the rectangle makes it a clean cut on your material. So what you would do is whatever material you're going to use, you're going to place, after you cut it in a square or a rectangle around whatever you're doing. Like you see that, wait a minute, let me turn it this way so you can kind of see. You see that it's like a long rectangle, right? Around. You see it? So it's kind of around it. So you cut it around it. And then you sit the material that you want it to be at the bottom. And then what you would do is cut right up against it. Remove that. Cut right up against it. Right up against it. So, he's in here. So, you see it? So now I can remove this piece because I have my piece to match it exactly. So, I'm going to sit it right here. And then I'm going to bring my top piece back down. You see it? So I'm going to line those pieces up. You see how I line those pieces up? You see it? So if you pull it apart, this is what it should look like. It's kind of like putting a puzzle piece together. So you guys, I've already have my trim. So I'm doing black. And I'm stringing the back so it's not a double-sided thing. Will you see if my black tripod is in there, please? So I'm about to use my serger to serge it. No, you do not have to have a serger. If you are putting pieces together like this, you don't have to have a serger. You can still use the regular machine, but the only difference is with the regular machine, you're gonna have to go over it. Thank you. You're gonna have to go over it multiple times. So let's get started. Wait a minute. I gotta prop this up. Okay, 1 second, y'all. Let me get the plug to my machine. So you can kind of see exactly how it's done. 1 second. Almost done, almost done, almost done. I should have had this plugged up. That's bad on me. My bad. My bad, my bad. So what I will suggest you to match your thread. Do not do what I'm doing. Match your thread to whatever colors that are in your outfit. Even though it shouldn't be able to tell the difference, but no. Match your threads. So we're gonna sit it right here so you can kind of see exactly what I'm doing. Wait a minute. I think I'm gonna just take it forward. Move over a little bit more. Okay, better. Okay, you guys can see. So first we're going to, here we go, the material got a little no space over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece right here and we're gonna fold it forward. Fold it forward on top of it and line it. You see how I'm lining it up on the edges? Line it up on the edges. Oh shoot, that didn't work. Wait a minute. You see how I'm lining it on the edges? So we're gonna grab this piece right here. You see it? And I'm gonna put it right here so you guys can see. Oh shit, I'm making a mess. So we're gonna hold that same piece that we was holding. We're gonna place it up underneath the serger or your sewing machine. We're gonna place it up underneath there. When you place it up underneath there, you have to grab the other end and make sure it's lined up. It's super important to make sure it's lined up. If it does not line up, it will be off. So while you're stitching, you're still holding the other end and you're making sure it stays directly on the edge. Directly on the edge. Directly on the edge. So it should look like this. You see it? You see how it's called? It called it right here. Wait a minute, let me make sure it's go blurry out. I don't know why it's looking blurry. You see how it's directly on the edge? So I suggest you to go over it multiple times. The reason why you go over it multiple times, even with a serger, I'm still going to go over it multiple times because I want this outfit to last. I don't want it to fall apart. And just in case I missed a spot, it'll catch it the next times. So now I can go a little faster because I already got my guide. So that's the second time over it. I'm gonna go one more time. Oh, so that's my third time going over it. So to me, I think it's secured. So now I'm gonna lay it out to where y'all can see what it should look like. And then we gonna trim it. So it looks like this. This is how it should look in the inside. And now, you see how it looks? It's okay that it might look like this. When we trim it, I'm gonna show you how to go completely over that part, and you're not going to see it. You see it? So now it's half and half. So now we're about to work on the machine. To where even if you're working on a machine, we basically on the machine now. So where if you're working on a serger, I prefer you to serge it. But if you don't have a serger, it is totally okay. Because I didn't always have a serger, and I still had to get the money. So you don't have to have a serger to get no money. So we're going to use black because I'm trimming in black. Let me move this phone. And where's the black bobbin? I just had it. Y'all work with me. I'm all over the place. I just had the black bobbin. That's all right. We're going to make some new bobbin. Bring it out my daughter's stuff. So let me make sure y'all can see me. Well, y'all can see what I'm doing. Don't mind the mess. Of course, if you don't got a mess, you're not working. So I always got a mess. So I'm sure you guys already know how to bob your how to use your bobbin. If not, I do have a free video that is on YouTube under my hidden agenda page that shows you how to bob and how to thread your machine. So if you need to know that, you can go right there and look at it. It's right there for you. So I have this right here. I have my scissors that I'm gonna need. I have to bob it because there's no bobbin on it. So I'm going to bob it right now. And now all I'm doing is just trimming it. That's it. And like I told you, I was using black. So here's my black trim. I have it right here. And we're about to trim. And you can start your trimming anywhere. You can start your trimming from any side. Do you have to trim? No. You can put elastic all around it and fold it over. You guys also, if you do not catch the technique on trimming, I do have a trimming video as well. But if you catch it, then you got it and you don't got to pay for the video. But if you didn't, I do have a video available. Sure what that was. And I suggest y'all to cut all your strings right then and there. That way you don't have to go back and do it. It's already done. Cutting my strings. Cutting my strings. So remember I was telling y'all about that little part? All you do is just make sure it's inside your trim. That's it. Once you make sure it's inside your trim, you'll never even see that little part. Cutting my strings. Let's put the strings this way on the top part. Get rid of them. Yeah, I hate strings. I hate when it be strings on outfits. I really have flashbacks of when this girl used to sell outfits with strings everywhere. Everywhere. See, this is the little part right here that I told y'all about. You just cover it up. Nobody never knows even there. Cut off all your strings. Cut your strings. Cut your strings. Oh no. Baby, where's the other black? I'm like, I was gonna say, I know I got a lot. That I already cut. The reason why I'm not explaining this area because it is just trimming. A lot of people do not trim. A lot of people just want to fold it over. You're more than welcome to just fold it over. But if you need to learn how to trim, like I told you, I do have a video only on trimming. If you can't get it. And nothing's wrong with that because, honey, it took me forever to learn how to trim. My stuff used to look crazy. Cut my strings. Cut my strings. We almost to the top, y'all. We almost to the top. We did go over that other little part on the other side. Cut my strings. Cut my strings. Oh, I got two little pieces just to do. This little piece can go right here. Cutting my strings. 1 second. Because I need to cut another black piece real fast. Yeah, I thought I had them all right here, but I guess I didn't. Guess I thought wrong. Yeah, no, I'm just cutting a black little piece real fast. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, because this is our last little piece anyway. If you want to learn how to cut trim, if you do not know how, I will have a video for that. It will be free. It will be on my Instagram. I mean on my YouTube. Even if y'all, I think I already posted one. I'm gonna have to double check and go back, but I thought I posted one before on how to make trim. Okay, here we go. Our last little piece. Sorry. So here go our last little piece. So far, I really hope y'all are getting it. It's really not much to it. It's just basically cutting it up the way that you want to cut it up. And sometimes I chop it up like 5, 6 times. So it's all on you and the look that you're trying to create. This is the top right here. This is the top one. I'm not trying to rush, but I'm not trying to go super slow either, so you won't have a long video and be like, oh my God, it took forever. So. Hopefully you're getting what I'm doing as far as the trim. If not, don't feel any type of way, because honey, it took me forever to learn how to trim too. So it's part of the process. It's okay. So now it's completely done. I don't know if you can see it, but it's completely done. But what I'm gonna do, I'm getting ready to go back over it. Remember I told you go over your stuff multiple times. So that's what I'm about to do. It's completely done, and then we just fold over. So I'm going to go over it, and then we're going to fold over. So I'm going to start from the top, and I'm going to go over it. Can you see it? Okay. What the hell is happening? Text me. I'm doing a video. Uh-oh. This came out again. Sorry, mommy mode, yeah. I'm sure all the moms understand. If you're not a mom, yeah, honey, that's what you're going to do. So all I'm doing when I go over it, I'm making sure it's laid flat. So I'm making sure that the trim is laid flat. You see it? Like to where it's connecting from the trim to the outfit. You see how it is? I have to make sure that it's flat. It's important that it's flat, y'all. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's not flat. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's not flat. Can you see right here? You see how it's lifting up? It's not supposed to lift up. It's supposed to be flat. So when you go over it the second time, you flatten it. And by you using the same, and see, like, look, let me show y'all. so you can see. This happens a lot. You see that little hole right there? By me going over it, I can close the hole. You see how I'm going over it? You can close the hole. So now the hole ain't even right there no more because I went over it. Look. So I'm going to show y'all when it come back around that it's no hole. Look. So now it's no hole right there anymore. You see how I seamed it? I closed it? Okay, so let me finish it real fast. Don't look at the mess. Right there. Okay. So I'm gonna go on over and flip it. So you turn it inside out. And if you want, if you have a whole bunch of stuff on the back part, you can cut it. Cut it off to where you'll be able to just only on this part, to where you'll be able to stick the string through. And whenever I fold it over like that, I do straight stitch. So I'm a straight stitch and reverse and go back and forth over it a few times. I went back and forth over it with a straight stitch a few times. You see it? It should look like this. Once you get done going over it, then you cut the extra off. You see it? There. So it should look like this in the inside. And then if you flip it around, it looks like this. So now I have to go over this piece. You see how it's lifting up? When I go over it, you go over it first before you... Oh, shoot, sorry. Yeah, go over it before you flip it over. It makes it easier. You cut off all your little strings. All your strings, cut them off. I think I went over every part. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't go over the bottom. Okay, wait. Oh. Yeah, I didn't go over the bottom part. Yeah, I'm gonna go over it right now. And like I told you, you can cut out the extra part. But make sure you cut up against it to where you can see it and not cut a hole in your outfit. Because if you don't cut up against it, you can cut a hole in your outfit. I have done it multiple times. I still do it when I'm rushing. What I mean up against it means like to where you can see what you're cutting. Don't cut it blinded. See how I fold it over? Straight stitch. Once you straight stitch it, remember I showed y'all? You cut off the extra part. And then you cut off all your strings in the front to where your strings is gone and they look clean. I'm just trying to fold it as I go so I won't have to go back and do it. Cut your strings. I'm cutting the extra, you see it? I only needed enough to cut from right here. That way I can fold it over for the string. Then I can go back and cut the rest. Straight stitch. Should look like this. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. I'm cutting some more strings that I guess I forgot about, which is stupid. Oh, look, let me show y'all what can happen. You see in the inside? This can happen if you don't catch it up underneath there, look. This can happen when you flip it around. So let me show you what to do. If this happens, you only will be able to see if it happens if you flip your outfit around. So look, let me show you what happens if this happens. I mean, how to fix it. You see how it look like this? And because I'm using the same thread, I'm gonna cut my thread first right here. Then I'm gonna flip my outfit around on the inside out part. And you see my guide right here where I missed it? You see it? You can go directly over it and catch it. You see where it's missed right here? And you can catch it. And like I told you, I'll go over it multiple times. So now I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna cut my strings and I'm gonna flip it over, and you won't be able to tell the difference that I missed it the first go round. Wait a minute, I'm gonna cut out my strings. One second. So look, now you won't be able to tell that I missed it. You see it? And you won't be able to tell my error because I use the same color thread. So now, we're gonna flip over 2 more and we are done. Get her done. So this is, let's see. This is the crotch. So I'm gonna flip it over. And I'm gonna do the same thing I done with the rest. Straight stitch. And I'm reversing my needle. I'm reversing my stitching. That way it can go over it multiple times and not turn it around. You see I cut it? I'm cutting off all my thread. Okay, one more. Right here. Or 2 more. This one, it should look like this on the inside. Sometimes if you got enough trim, I'll just cut it off. That way it won't affect going through your, when you put your string through, it won't affect it. You see it? So I'm cutting it off. Straight stitch. Something happened. This happens a lot. It means your bobbin's tripping. So you just gotta snatch it out. You just gotta be aggressive with your machine because it starts to hate on you when you get done with it. You get almost done, then stuff happen with the machine. But we finishing our outfit. I don't care what this machine think it's doing. See, like this is what happens sometimes with your bobbin. All you do is pull it off. Pull off the extra, put it back. And we only got one more part to turn over, which is the top. So let me show y'all something about the top. And when you can see me, I want you to see me. So look, well here, I'm gonna do it this way. This is my mess. Let me get rid of it. Okay, so look. So with the top, you see the way it looks? You see the way the bottom look, the sides look? Now with the top, what we're gonna do to make sure that it's even is like center it. Put your, I can't do it because the thing is on it. Put this, your arm parts to arm part, and it's centered. And then you see that it's centered, right? So now we're gonna line it up and we're gonna chop off anything we don't need, which is right here. Because then this side would have been longer than the other side. You see it? So now it's even. And the way that you can tell that it's even is by lining these two pieces up. So now it's even. So now all we're gonna do is fold this over. The same thing. What is going on with my thread? Wait a minute, y'all. My bobbin want to act stupid today. I don't know what's going on with it, but we're going to cut that right on up. Chop that off. I wanted to act stupid only because we at the end. I'm telling you, y'all going to experience this. We're going to fold it over, try this thing again. There we go. Cut it, cut the extra. Cut your strings. And do the other side. The other side. Okay, we did the other side. We cutting the strings. We cutting the last piece off. The extra off. Cut all our strings. Cut your strings. Cut your strings. I know I said a million times, but it's important. So, here is your outfit. Complete. So, of course, it would not take you 40 minutes after you practice making this. But here is the outfit. If you want to learn how to string the back of the outfit, I have a free video that is on there. But I'm getting ready to do it right now so you can see it. So, look. When you're stringing it, you turn it inside out. You get some string. We're going to use this black for now. I don't know where the string is. Okay. So. You get some string. Long is better. The reason why long is better, because it's not too short. You string from the bottom. You go straight in, straight over. Wait a minute. So if it's not a clear path, Sometimes the string will get stuck. You see it? Now it's a clear path. So all we do is string straight across, right? Once you got your cut, your piece, your length of whatever your string is, you even it up. You even it up. That way it's even on both parts. And now you go, oh, I didn't cut this piece off, sorry. So now you go right to right. See it? Left to left. Left to left. So y'all won't have to do the video now. But, and then you go from the right side to the left side. So all you're doing is the opposite. The reason why you're doing the opposite is because you want it to have a crisscross in the back. And you're going to do the left to the right. And then you're going to go from the back part the same way all the way up. You're going to go from the back though, not the front of it. The back side of it. You see it? It might not be a clear path. So if it's not a clear path, take some scissors, which I got a piece of string right there. Take some scissors or something that'll make a clear path for you. So you're going to go from your right to your left, like I told you, from the back side of it. Stick the string through. There go the string. You see it? Then you're going to go from the left side. From the left side, I don't know what this is on my screen, but from the left side to the right side, from the back part. You see it? Straight in. And then you're going to grab both pieces. You now grab both pieces. And you put a little knot in it. So now, it's laced up. So you see the way that it looks? You see the way that it looks? It looks crisscrossed. It's crisscrossed at the top. It's crisscrossed in the center. And this is how you make your video. I mean, this is how you make your one piece and you chop it up. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, please, please do not share this video. Please, this is how I make my money and this is how I feed my kids. So please do not share the video, and I don't think it's fair for people to not pay for the video and you pay for it. So please, please, please do not share my video. Thank you so much again.